What's up? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Oh my god, I love this song. When I see you shine, I get lost in this madness called love. I can't decide if it's worth it to ask if I'm the one. What is up? How is everybody doing tonight? Yeah, so how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Are we excited? Are we excited to play What Remains of Edith Finch? I'm good. I'm good tonight. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I do have some news I would like to share. I usually don't. I don't want to make this an unusual thing for y'all by any means. So yesterday I talked about a potential collab stream with someone that has been canceled. I found something out about that person that I necessarily didn't enjoy or like. So I haven't talked to them. I don't want to talk to them, and I'm not gonna out any names. I think they're still a good person, but they're not someone I would want to be friends with. So I just want to clear that before we get down the road, and then you guys are like, you said you would be doing a collab with someone, and I was like, yeah, I did, and then I never did it. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way. I don't know. But who's ready for this shit? I know nothing. I know I've seen one clip of this game. One. Anything else of this game, I have nothing. So I don't know if this is loud. Is it loud? Is it a little too loud? A bit loud? Okay. We will turn the music down a tad bit. I did open the game and turn down the game. Now it's way too quiet. Don't you hate that when games do that? I'm not happy. Well, I am. I am happy to be playing this game because I've kind of wanted to know. Ooh, is this our family tree? Or our branch? This is cool. Okay. What Remains of Edith Finch? Who's excited? Oops, hold on. Here we go. We're on a boat. We've seen some islands. This is gonna be peak. What are we gonna? Why? Ooh. Oh. Oh, we have a cast. Edith Finch. Oh, do I like? Oh, nope. Nope. No.
A lot of
there we
this
go.
isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that.
Okay, hold on. I want the dialogue up.
I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
Oh. This game is pretty.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Okay. Ooh, what is this flower? Or is that a flower? Is this a flower? No, it's got to be a flower. Oh, hello. Orca's Island Gazette?
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked
Damn.
urgent, open immediately. I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
What does it say? No trespassing. Well, we are... I feel like we're related to these people,
In her
so...
will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
How's game audio? Is it good? I want to make sure it's, like, perfect for y'all. Can we get on here? What's this way? The Finches. Good audio? Okay, okay. I won't be talking a lot. Just let y'all know. I do want to, like, get immersed. Because I do want to know the story of this game.
The truth is, even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
We'll just go this way. Or what way do we go? Am I walking on the path? I'm not walking on a path, am I? Nope. It's a little
The woods around
darker.
the house have always been uncomfortably silent,
Oops, sorry.
as if they're about to say something but never do.
It's a little darker on my end. Is this game gonna make me cry? I'm curious.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
Pretty cool house. Maybe yes?
As a
What?
child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
I assume we go this way. Oh, okay. We just crawl through the door.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
We just left a whole ass car in here?
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Damn.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Oh, whoa. This is a big ass kitchen.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Ramen noodles, big. Or noodles. Love me some good noodles.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left.
Oh.
It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Whoa.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
Ooh, those are creepy. You ever seen one of those? Bugs. I love bugs. Oh, look at him. Can I crouch? Look at that guy. Isn't he cool? Is this a cello? Is that a cello? That's a violin. I know that's violin. Is this a cello? Every time I'm on a swing, I think of this game. You'll understand later. Okay. Oh, I got itchy eyeball syndrome right now. Itchy eyeball syndrome. Go away. Sorry. What's in here? Hold on. Let me get closer to my desk. Sorry. I'm unimmersing you guys.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Okay, so what happened that night? Somebody does not want us in there.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Oh, whoa. Oh, mom sealed all the rooms? Damn. Sven Hofstad Finch. Eddie. Sven and Eddie. Dude, there's so many pictures on the wall. I don't think I could. I feel like I'd be a little creeped out if I saw all those pictures. It's a lot.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me. Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan, but I had no idea what was behind that door.
Is this my room?
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
This is some good voice acting.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
I see the goldfish on the table, I swear. This is Molly's room. Okay. I swear if we eat this goldfish, I'm going to be upsetty spaghetti. You're now Molly? Okay. I did get that. I did get that impression a little bit. This is a flashback. Okay, okay. Oh, sink, toothpaste.
I kept eating and eating.
We're gonna eat the toothpaste. Holy, you gotta be a little desperate to eat. Those are plastic.
I ate a lot of things that night.
Don't tell me we gotta eat the goldfish. I thought about
eating Christopher, but I held back.
Oh. Oh. W. Christopher's okay. Oh my god. Had me a little worried. Okay.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it. My Halloween candy was all gone.
Damn.
Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
What? How do we... Wait. Oh, okay.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Where do we go from here? Just to it?
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Damn.
I jumped and I almost got her. I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird. I gobbled her up.
Oh.
And suddenly, I was an owl. First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
Oh wait, there's rabbits down here? Oh my goodness. Is this gonna out me and I can't like hear anything? I can't hear the rabbits. Oh, I see one. Got him.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit. Then I flew off to find something bigger. A mama rabbit. She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark. I rolled
God.
off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, juicy seals.
What? There we go. We got his tail.
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. I grabbed on tight. When I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
I'm an octopus?
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere. I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Okay. I'm confused. But in a good way. Hard to explain. Like, there's symbolism here, right? Like, we're not just... The drunken sailor anymore.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And to cross the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Slither, slither. Is it a penguin? What is this? Oh, we're in a toilet. I can't see. Ah, okay, okay.
I got closer and closer.
Oh, it's her room. Are we gonna eat the fish? Wait, what are we eating? Where are we going? Do we go... Hey. I can't see much of anything. Hold on. Sorry, I can't see. Oh, we go this way? Towards, like, the lights? Oh.
All my stomach started growling.
Oh, the monster under the bed.
Suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
Okay.
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
I hear a cat.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly. I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom. Her room was like a museum.
Oh, so she died to food poisoning. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind. But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island. Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery. His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Oops. I thought maybe hitting escape would like. How do we put this down? Ah, we hold the S key.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Okay, so he died in the ocean. Built 1937.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed.
Ooh,
She could have, but she didn't.
that's unfortunate. Can we... Oh no, that's locked. Oops. Or shut. It's a shark.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother. The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife Kay left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Yeah, I can tell. This is a peak bathroom, though.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
That's kind of cool. Calvin Finch. Oh, look at these cool photographs. Fort Calvin.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin. And that he never talked about him. I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
This is a sick ass bedroom, by the way. Like, sick as fuck.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it.
Oh, we're on a swing.
My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again. And he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible.
What the hell?
Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Dude, there's no way we go around, right?
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up,
Dude, there's no way.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother.
Bruh.
The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
I'm a little confused.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Okay.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Damn.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
What's over here, though?
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
Barb Street. Oh. That's not good. Barbara Finch, 1944 to 1960.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara...
Remember
went
that?
right?
Yeah, I kind of assumed that we needed to remember that. So we can go down to the basement.
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Is this Halloween music?
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Don't worry, I've got a crutch. And I'm not afraid to use it.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Oh dear! Rick?
You know, I didn't think of hitting him with the
Barb,
thing.
relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
I like the art style. Like the cartoonish. Weird. Walter's room is... yeah, this one.
Walter, are you there?
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing.
Damn, Barbara.
And when he was,
Beat his ass.
he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Dude, I'm like intensely immersed.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Barbara, turn around.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her.
Sick?
Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Wow. That's crazy.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending. I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box. Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara. Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
Oop.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
Can we not? There we
It
go.
turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
I'm clicking. There we go.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
A whole ass bunker.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Dude, damn.
I know it's out there somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin.
It's the curse.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
A train track?
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
You got hit by a train. Damn.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive.
Oh, it's nighttime
Now
now.
that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself
Ugh. Sorry for all the yawning. I've been
and found out what happened
Tired
to
all day.
everyone else.
for the most part.
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
You know, that might be the answer. Where do these... Oh.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
That's the house that got swept? Oh, that out there? Oh.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Hey, don't say that.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Okay.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Oh, I did not see this way.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Okay, 1 second. I'm grabbing a Red Bull. I keep yawning and it's pissing me off. Because it's like a peak story and I'm like super interested and my body's like, bruh. I also wasn't feeling great, health-wise, while I was at work. Hopefully I'm feeling better tomorrow. Otherwise I might call off work.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
Ooh.
3 of the gerbils were mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Ooh, not good. That's not good looks. Not good looks.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Okay. Set that up there.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now,
Oop, I thought she was going to continue saying something.
if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant. I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Wouldn't let me
They
use my
were
mouse.
pretty intense.
Military guy.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not. Hey!
That's a keeper.
Peak photo.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Did we not take a picture of him?
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph?
Interesting.
Found an
Interesting.
old logging trail. There were deer everywhere.
Dad!
Good eyes, Dawn.
Oh shit. There we go.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target.
This is really wholesome. You know, I gotta. A part of me wishes I had done some stuff like this with my dad.
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
You know.
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Now keep yourself squared up, elbows down, like we practiced. Whenever you're ready.
I gotta be honest. I don't have the greatest relationship with my father. And see this. It's my dad and I don't see eye to eye very often. So seeing this just kind of brought some stuff out. I didn't expect this.
Great shot, Dawn! proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about.
Dad! Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Sorry about earlier. I don't. I don't usually talk about those kind of things very often. So, I just. Seeing that reminded me of just simpler things, simpler times, I guess.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Where do we go from here? Kind of just stuck in this room. Go to his picture area and turn around. Okay.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
I see. Thanks, Lara.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
What is that? I see that in the corner. That is creepy. That's creepy. That's what? Why is the mouth so big?
Dear Kay.
This is one of the saddest
Do you
stories.
remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Sorry.
Bath time's over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello?
There's so much I don't understand. About Gregory. About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy.
Did he get sucked down the drain?
And he'd want you to be happy
Or
too.
did he drown?
Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
He drowned? Damn. A whole year old. Damn.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, "We don't need a stepmom," were the words that I remembered.
Husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Damn. Wait, what? What's happening? Something just popped up on Twitch and I don't know what that was. Oh, did you just sub?
When the time for photos came,
Hold on, what did you just do? Where's that?
Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Damn. Troublemaker. Free money glitch? What are you talking about? Oh, you subbed with Prime. Oh, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the Prime. It didn't even pop up. Or did it? Am I just stupid? Well, thank you for the Prime. I think.
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
I assume I stay out here and fly this kite. Oh, it is picking up a little bit. Oh, whoa.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power, but all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Oh, there's a pole.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
The Bible?
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
Yeah, that makes sense.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
They only have their own little gardening plants. Or like their own little
The house
things.
had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good. Almost normal, but it didn't last. The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Damn. Sick ass castle. What's this up? Do you like pull it? Oh, you do. That's cool. Magic
Milton
paintbrush.
Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. That part of him lived on.
Ooh, shit. What are you playing?
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
High school diploma? W? PC? Run some CS? On the exercise ball? Is that like, should I get an exercise ball and just like sit on that when I stream? W Elite.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
Oh,
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery. But he withdrew part of himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to
wander.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads.
Is that a dragon?
And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more.
Oh shit,
I worried
3D?
about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
Oh, hey. Look at that. Doggo.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia.
Lewistopia.
He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians. And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band.
Damn flies.
And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery. But his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor. And he won. They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a
handsome queen?
handsome queen.
Wouldn't it be beautiful queen and handsome prince?
The queen was on her own quest for
Radiant rainbows.
radiant rainbows.
Oh.
He followed the sound of her
Electric sitar? The harp sounds cooler.
silver harp. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace. My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Louis, the cannery worker.
Oh, so that's me. Or that's Louis. This is Louis
He
in
began
front
to
of me.
despise the man with a royal contempt.
Or... Oh?
I still thought I could save him.
No, never mind. I
Even
guess not.
after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him. His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do.
That's a guillotine.
Bend down his head.
This is a guillotine.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Nope, that's not what I wanted. Mind you, she's up here 22 weeks pregnant. Yeah, like what? How do we get up there? Do we... Because that's where we need to go, right? Is up. Oh, I see. Never mind. Don't tell me. I got it. I see it.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left. My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night. That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
Damn.
God, it smelled awful. You know,
Bet.
I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around. For a while, I wandered. I started seeing things. Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car and I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot.
Kid stuff.
We both tried to make the best of it.
Did y'all ever do this? I low-key did.
A few years went by.
You did this?
My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot.
The rest happened pretty quickly.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it.
It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone.
I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Damn. What a game. What a game. I mean, this is an amazing game. I mean, I have no words. I mean, kudos to the developers. I mean, they made an amazing game. Kind of speechless. Makes you think a lot. I mean, you know, about family. And family's usually a touchy subject. You know? I feel like I kind of owe y'all somewhat of an explanation to earlier. With, you know, my dad. I love my dad. He's an amazing person. What he does is something I could never do. I could never be like my dad. But him and I don't really get along. And I don't usually, I mean, I've thought about talking about it. You know, when I have my moments, when I'm off stream. But, this game kind of, you know, brought it out of me, I guess. My dad is one of those people who he didn't have a great childhood, from what I know. So I cut him some slack. I cut him some slack. And he didn't turn out like his dad did. And I am because that's not usually the case with these sort of things. But I feel like my dad doesn't see eye to eye with me in some ways. And I mean, I understand. It's different. You know, I spend a lot of my time down here, you know, doing this and, you know, learning about editing. But before that, it was just me. You know, when I bought my PC, I didn't plan on doing streaming. It was just a computer to play games on. And, you know, something I could do in my free time. And like in high school and middle school, I would come home and just sit on the game, or in the summer, I would just sit on the game all day. I was addicted to it. And you know, it was an issue. And he hated it. He just like thought it was a waste of time. And it was. I was wasting a lot of time. I could have been, you know, doing something else, but when I was younger, I used to help my dad a lot with, you know, outside stuff. You know, working on things like the lawnmower and stuff like that. But the last time I helped him do stuff like that, I had done something wrong. And he said something that you know, still lingers a little bit. So seeing that scene with it wasn't even her dad, but to me it was. I just wish I could have a relationship like that. And a part of me feels like it's my fault. You know? Like, why didn't I do more? Don't get me wrong, I still, talk to my dad, but it's not great. It's not amazing. I kind of avoid my parents quite a lot. I still love them. They have done a lot for me. I just wish I had a better relationship with both of them. But, oh yeah, that's kind of everything. I don't like talking about, I mean, it's been an issue for a long time, so, for me at least. But, yeah, that's the gist of it. I don't know. I'm sorry about tonight. I don't usually, my plan wasn't, I didn't plan this. I didn't. I didn't think I'd, not a lot of games or things, make me upset. So. But with that, I think I'm gonna end stream for tonight. Keep giving me game recommendations. I'm not gonna stop doing this. But this won't be normal. This isn't a normal thing. I usually try to not let this happen, but can't always hide it. But with that, I'm gonna end for tonight. So if you like the VOD, or if you don't be sorry about emotions. I mean, I want to be, because the point of this channel, the point of me doing all this, is so I can help people. I can make someone's day better. I don't care about money. I don't care about anything else. Knowing that I could have helped make someone's day better in some way is everything to me. Because I know what it's like. I've been there. I know what it's like to be on the edge. And to find something that makes you happy. Seeing someone be laughing and cracking jokes and saying stupid shit, it just makes my day better. Makes hundreds of people, thousands of people, millions of people's lives better. Or in some way makes them feel better. That's all I want. That's all I care about. But with that, good night, good afternoon, good morning. I haven't done that in a little while. If you like the VOD, Subscribe to the YouTube, or the stream. Subscribe to the YouTube. Follow the Twitch. Go follow all my socials. There'll be some new short form content coming out pretty soon. I'm streaming tomorrow. We'll be playing Desktop Explorer. It's a psychological horror game, and I've seen people playing it.